What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, SMARONENINE. So in today's video, we're going to talk a little Mudrunner, and I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek and talk a little bit about my next upcoming map. So let's jump right into it. Before I do, let me just give a shout out and a huge thank you to my entire friends list who took a minute to jump in my workshop on Steam and give my maps a thumbs up. It's very much appreciated. I'm trying to get all my maps to a star rating. And on Steam, you need 25 votes per mod in order to get a star rating. So I only got a few more left to go. So if you guys haven't voted up my maps, please do. It'd be much appreciated. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's just get right into this. So you guys know I really enjoy rebuilding maps. I've rebuilt 6 maps in my workshop currently. 5 by Nix, 1 by Tim. I'm a big Nix fan, you know that. So I really enjoy rebuilding maps. I find it, I have more of a passion to do that than I do to just build a map from scratch. It keeps me interested longer. It's a challenge for me to see if I can take an old map and bring it back to life. It's just something I've always enjoyed doing. But this time, with my new map, I am rebuilding an old map, but you guys will probably never have heard of this guy or heard of this map because I wanted to challenge myself this time around. I wanted to find a map that was built by a rookie, a one and done, somebody who's never made a map again. I wanted to really challenge myself. So I was browsing on a website called ST Mods, and on this website you can get old spintires, mods, and maps. Mudrunner, snowrunner, they're all on here. So I was browsing the spintires maps, and I come across this guy, BTK Elkiss or Elkiss. Clearly he's a one and done. He only had one map uploaded. It's called Hill Climb Trial 4x4. So I went ahead and clicked it, and I'm looking at his pictures, and all I really had to do was click this, and you can already tell this is made by a rookie, somebody who's probably never made a map again. This is probably his first map ever. Very little distributions. There's like no trees at all. Very weird layout, very rookie-ish. I'm not trying to disrespect this guy. That ain't my intention. You know, we were all rookies at one time. My first maps were probably horrible too. So, so anyway, I went ahead and I downloaded this, and let me load it up in the editor. So when you download a map, you need the spintires mod in order to get the pre-builds back, and that's how I rebuild maps. So I went ahead and I got the pre-builds, and this is his map, Hill Climb. So I went ahead, and when I first put it in the editor and I looked at it like you're seeing right now, I said I almost didn't go through with this after I panned in and started getting a closer look. Like right now, okay, there is not much going on at all. One little trail right here, and then you lose the trail because you probably used overlays over here, so you're gonna lose the trail. So when you rebuild a map, guys, this is what you get stuck with, no matter what the map is, whether it be a Nix map, a rookie map. This is how you start a rebuild. Plain Jane, all you got is the trail drawing. All you can see is what you see. Whatever they use for materials, you get all the lifted terrain, all the geometry will be there, but all the water's gone, overlays are gone, trees, plant life, everything's gone. So you get stuck with this. So let's zoom in and let's see what he's got going on. So when I started getting a closer look at what I was up against, like I don't know what the hell he was thinking here. I don't know what's going on here. Excuse me. The house isn't touching the ground, which is very common with new map makers. You get the fence here. One thing that stood out to me is the choice of materials. Like he's using beach and grass, and he's using beach to draw out his trails, which is a very weird choice because there's like no water. You know, I only use beach next to water, so it's a very odd choice to see a map with so much beach. You can also see right away that he has a lot of flat surfaces. There's nothing going on. Specifically over here, it's just a big open flat space. The only place where he really lifted any of the terrain was where his trails are. So if I zoom in, you can see just his trails are lifted, which is a very it's another common thing with new map makers. The terrain's very spiky, not much going on at all. So clearly he was brand new to mapping, and that's what I was looking for. But after really getting a closer look at this, and I played it, I brought it into the game and I tried it and drove it, and I almost didn't go through with it. I'm like, there's no way. I really didn't think I could bring this map, turn it into something, you know. I don't really know the choice of why you got highway borders down here. You come over here, it's very, very spiky, nothing going on. If we zoom up here on this mountaintop, so you can see the tip of this mountain is just super flat. And the reason for that is when you use the geometry tool and you start bringing the terrain up, if you go too high, it's gonna flatten out when it gets as high as it can go. So that had to all be reworked. All the water's gone, but the river is originally right here, comes down through and comes over here. Then if we get over here, like I said, it's just all beach with just a few rocks here and there, a few little mud holes. We come over here, there's nothing going on, just a big mountain with rocks. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a look at what he had going on and what I was up against. You can see he's using a cliff with some more highway borders for some reason. So I had to, before I even started this map, I had to remove all the stock models, everything I didn't want, which was basically every model on the map. So I just went down through this list and removed every single one of these. And anyway, I just want to give you guys a look at what I started with, and let's go ahead and see where I'm at. So his map was called Hill Climb. I changed the name to Eagle River Trails. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be what the map's going to be called. For a while it wasn't going to be, but because of what I did with the river, I'll talk about it. So anyway, here's the new map. And you can already tell it looks better because mine has trees and distributions and plant life. His didn't. So it already looks better. But the work that went into rebuilding this map, holy crap. It was a challenge, guys. I almost gave up after a little bit. But so I wasn't going to keep this first trail just up, down, up. You know, it's kind of a dumb layout, but I really wanted to try to keep the map as close to what he did as possible because I really wanted to see if I could turn that map into something using the same trail layout and everything. The only thing that is completely new is over here because I can't really see what he had for trails because it's all just beach. There was nothing going on. So most of these trails over in this area right here are all new, as well as this mountaintop. I don't know. I had to come up with something for this. So that's been all reworked. So basically this whole side of the map is new. The only real new trail over here is this river run. And you remember over here was all flat. He had nothing going on. I added a new pond and a new trail going up around the pond, which come out fantastic. I reworked that flat mountain. I gave it some depth, so it's got some roughness up there. Just tons and tons of work, but I think it come out really good. I honestly think it's one of my better maps. So far, you can see I only got this small section to go, which is going to take the longest because I plan on doing some rock stuff in here. But I'm going to start working on that tonight, and hopefully I'm going to try my best to get this map out this weekend. I know there's not very much left in the Mudrunner community, so probably not a whole bunch of you are excited anymore about Mudrunner, but I get excited because I still enjoy the game. I still like building maps for the game here and there. So yeah, it's coming out pretty good, guys. I'm pretty excited about this one. I got all kinds of nice crossings, some different setups with the bridges, different bridges, water crossings, some nice hill climbs. And this ain't all flat. You can see, like right now, there's no crawling. This is just a basic trail map, but the trails are rough, and they'll give you some flex, and they'll work your model a little bit. There's some really nice hill climbs, especially over here on this side, and this one's cool. Over here is pretty cool, and there's all kinds of good stuff to see. I got surprises around every corner. But so the reason I chose, well, the last thing I want to talk about is the name of the map. So I went with Eagle River Trails, and the reason why I went with that is you might be able to see it if you stare at the map long enough. But on the original layout that he had the river coming down here and went down here, and then he had this little piece. So he had these over here and then come down. I added this piece of river right here, and after I added it and I panned the camera back like this, I don't know, it kind of looked like a bird to me, like the way the two wings come out with the rivers and then comes down here. And I didn't want to call the map Bird Trails. So I picked the coolest bird I could think of, and I went with the eagle. So Eagle River Trails I thought sounded pretty cool. So that's what I went with. That's probably what I'll stick with. And yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys a peek at what I got. And hopefully you're as excited about it as I am to release it. Again, I'll try to have it out this weekend, but it might be the following week. I don't know. I'll make a video when it's ready. So we'll get into it. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And I will talk to you again real soon.